Hi guys, it's KJM and I'm back with a part 2 for the Everything Christmas review. It premiered last night at 8 p.m. Eastern on the Hallmark channel, starring Cindy Busby and Corey Sevier. Go and watch part 1 for the full premise of the movie. Now, I gave this movie a 6 out of 10 and I had to do a part 2 to tell you why. Even though this is one of the few movies during Countdown to Christmas that actually captured the Christmas spirit, and I was surprised that it was better than what I thought it would be because I'm not a huge Cindy Busby fan and I am recently a fan of Corey, right? The issue I had with it is they took away the magic of Kris Kringle. They let us know that he's a real man, kind of like an illusionist, kind of like a Santa. And even though he managed to bring 2 couples together on Christmas Eve in Yuletide Springs, which was a beautiful thing in itself. And we see all these wonderful things happen on this 3-day road trip. Even us adults really need to keep the magic of Christmas alive. It's not just for children. The world right now is kind of like a horrible place. There's so many bad things happening. And I think instead of humanizing Santa in this particular script, so this may work for another script, instead of humanizing him and making him a magician or illusionist that's able to just magically bring people together and then telling us Chris's real last name, I would have wanted Kris to stay in character. I would have wanted this movie to be fully magical and it really be Santa bringing these 2 couples together and bringing LJ and Tori's friendship even closer on this road trip and bringing LJ to fulfill a promise she made to her grandmother. This movie kind of shows us that you don't have to choose between career and family. You can kind of have both. You don't have to choose between friendship and careers. You can have both. And that's what we saw in this theme. Like, here is, LJ saying, forget corporate America. I'm headed to Yuletide Springs because I promised my Nana. And I love seeing that. I love seeing, the sparks between the 2 leads. And it was nice having 2 leads at that. Watching Tori fall in love along with LJ. And I thought the guys were a perfect match for each character. You could really feel the chemistry. But the thing that kept me from giving this a 7, and I don't think I would watch this again, is that they took away the magic of Kris Kringle. Even adults need some magic in Christmas. So if you're going to use Christmas magic in a movie, go all the way. Don't make Santa like a regular man. It didn't work for this script. It may work for another script. You guys let me know if you watched Everything Christmas, how you felt about it. Like I said, I'm not a huge Cindy Busby fan. So if I give a movie of hers, like, to me, a 6 is great. I would have loved to have given this a 7, but I had an issue. There was just some disconnect in the writing. Like I said, I haven't talked to Megan to see if she's watched this movie yet so she could tell me how she felt about it. But this was not an issue with the actors. It was definitely an issue in the storyline and the writing that kept me from giving it a 7. And I think when I looked on IMDb, I think they gave it like a 6.4 out of 10 too. And because I was struggling with giving this movie a 6 because it did the thing that a lot of the Countdown to Christmas movies this year have not done, where the theme was about Christmas. It was about bringing people together for Christmas. Friends, family, that kind of thing, love. And so for that, I love it. But there was still something missing in the writing that made me feel like there was a disconnect. And that's why I gave it a 6 out of 10. So if you see Everything Christmas on and you have nothing else to do, you can go ahead and watch it. But, it's not something I think I would watch again. But lucky for you, Corey Sevier has 2 Christmas movies this year because he had Take Me Back for Christmas that premiered in this year's Christmas in July. And that movie is wonderful. Definitely check out my review for that one. I would have done it back in July. But I just think this movie wasn't quite a hit. Once again, Everything Christmas, I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. If you saw it, let me know how you feel. And I know people are going to find this strange, but I write. And as a writer, I'll say if I feel like there's a hole in the storyline, there's something missing. Everybody had chemistry with each other. I love the Kris Kringle character. I love the idea of Yuletide Springs. I love the idea of LJ finally completing something that was really important to her grandmother. I loved all the Christmas themes, and I thought it was well done. I thought each of the characters had beautiful chemistry together, whether it was friendship or romance. I think the thing missing for me is to keep the Christmas magic alive and not kill it by humanizing Kris Kringle. Not in this particular movie. It just didn't work in this movie. We wanted to keep him as Santa, and we wanted to magically think that he brought everyone together. And I know that there's real live Santas in the world. It could be your Nana, like someone who brings family and friends or even strangers together. But for this particular movie, I would have just liked to see the Christmas magic stick. We didn't need to humanize Santa, not in this particular movie. Like I said, in another script that may have worked, but that's what didn't work for me here. The world is a scary place right now. And like I said, us adults, we need as much magic. And Hallmark is all about the magic of love and family and friendship. And I just needed to keep that magic. I didn't need you guys to humanize Santa. I didn't need y'all to give me Chris's real name. Kris Kringle was fine with me. I know where to find this man. Anyway, everything Christmas, I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. You can watch it if you want to. That's pretty close to a 7, but we weren't quite there. All right, it's KJM. Y'all let me know how you feel about this review and if you saw the movie and all that good stuff. All right, thank you guys so much for trusting me with your countdown to Christmas and Miracles of Christmas season this year. I feel super blessed for those of you that are tuning into my reviews again, and I'll see you guys soon.